Hello golfers. Unfortunately, it's that time of year where the season for a lot of us begins to come to a close. But it doesn't mean you can't get out there and play. And thanks to Callaway Golf today, I'll be testing out their new weather series and going out, playing in this colder weather, showing you some of the technology and having some fun along the way. But first, I'm gonna need a shirt. All right, so now that I have the shirt taken care of, the next piece is going to be a mid layer. Something that's gonna keep me nice and warm. And I'm going to be wearing the Weather Series thermal quarter zip, because it is quarter zip season after all. And what that's going to also have in it is something called Swing Tech. What that does is it provides a lot of flexibility in the piece to allow for turning, because I know everyone says once you layer up, you're gonna start to feel like you really lose flexibility. And what this does is it provides a lot of stretch so you don't feel like you're completely constricted. So let's put it on. All right, so now that we have this taken care of, just wanna show you, obviously, lots of range of motion, easy to move around, and I'm already feeling a lot warmer. Well, especially a lot warmer than just wearing a golf shirt, seeing as it's almost 0 degrees out right now. Now, the next piece is going to be waterproofing, just in case it happens to rain. Now, there's gonna be a couple different pieces. I'm gonna put on some rain pants, as well as a pullover and a full zip jacket. But first, let's show you the rain pants and the pullover. So now I got the rain pants on and I have the quarter zip pullover waterproof. Now there's a bunch of cool features. First of all, the pants are really easy to put on and they have zipper pockets to allow you to get into your actual pants pockets, and the pocket at the back is zippered up as well. Now one of the cool things about the pullover is it actually has these built-in sleeves to help keep it in place. There's nothing worse than trying to make a golf swing and feel like the whole arm is moving up and down. It really helps prevent that. And you can also tailor the wrist to, help with less movement and make sure that, as you're out there, you can stay nice and warm. Every pocket is sealed as well. Easy to get into, easy to get out of. It's nice and light. It is waterproof. And also, along the waist, there is a cinch. So there's nothing like when you're standing over a shot and you feel like everything's kind of out in front of you, you actually cinch the waist. That way, keeps it nice and close, keeps it snug, and when you go to make a golf swing, nothing's gonna get in the way. Now, let's see the full zip. All right, and here we are with the full zip rain jacket. Now, it has something called Storm Guard, which what that does is helps keep you dry, helps keep you warm. Just like with the pullover, it also has the sleeves to keep it in place. Also, so you don't get wind up your arms, Nothing worse than feeling like you're nice and warm here and being cold out in your extremities, right? Like I said, it is a full zip. It's easy to put on. What's also really nice is the collar is fleece lined and it has a little bit more layering inside to help keep you warm. It's kind of the next step up from the pullover, which you can more conveniently carry in your golf bag. It's just a little thinner, little lighter in general. Now, just like the other piece, it does have the cinchable waist to, as I said, help keep it in, help keep it snug. Also doesn't, keep wind blowing up, so you stay nice and warm. And as you go to make a golf swing, everything stays out of the way. So, this is what I plan on wearing today. I go out and play, and let's go have some fun. Hey guys, so as promised, it's cold out, which I don't necessarily always like, but it's gonna have some fun. I got my new Callaway rain gear on, and we're gonna go play some golf. So, like I said before, the really nice thing about all this stuff is I do not feel restricted. I've got 3 layers on, including my golf shirt, thermal, and the weather gear, and I made that golf swing pretty easily. So let's go finish up a couple more holes. The first tee shot down the middle worked out quite well, considering the fact that I didn't warm up at all. And right now I am toasty. The only addition that I have with me right now are those little hand warmers, little pocket things. So I got a couple of those in my pocket, keeping real warm. Now what's really cool also, which I found out and I just kind of realized, is in the rain pants, not only is there a zipper to access the pocket inside so you can actually just access the normal pockets of your pants. But there's this other little pocket where you can actually store the hand warmers, which is great. Keeps your butt warm and you can keep your hands warm when you're getting a little cold. I'm not wearing cart mitts. I'm just freewheeling it right now because the pockets are nice and insulated. And yeah, it's actually, like I said, quite comfortable, and I'm all layered up. I got a couple, let's see here. Got about 70 yards to the green over there. Just put it right in front of the bunkers. We'll call that a fairway hit, and well, try and make par. Well, maybe birdie. Let's see. So here's where my approach ended up. Got about 25 feet. I'm just on the fringe. I'm gonna use my putter because I really don't have that much fringe to work with, and this is really gonna demonstrate how it does fit so well, because getting into my putting position, I'm having no issue making my stroke. And I think that's one of the most annoying things about any type of weather gear, is a lot of times it feels very bulky, but as you can see, this is not at all. So let's hit this shot. It was close, almost made birdie. I'll take that for 4 every day. So the next hole, par 3, it's a mid iron, short iron, it's about 150 yards. And this is gonna, again, demonstrate where I can make a full swing very comfortably. And the other thing too, I mean, it is windy. You can probably hear it on the camera right now, but this is very much windproof. And that's why I also like wearing the pants, because as much as, we have performance gear already, a lot of it's designed to be light for movement, which I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing a nice light pair of pants, but they don't offer a lot of wind protection. And when it's windy, that's when you start to cool down really quick. And thanks to these pants, I'm staying nice and toasty. So let's turn around, let's hit the shot. Well, see if we make another fall. I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but the flag is just to the left edge of that right bunker, right in line with that one big tree that you can still see has all its needles right now. I got a short iron, make a nice solid swing. That is pin high and quite close, which is awesome. Now the one thing I noticed right away, making a full golf swing, I do not feel restricted. I do not feel like I have to compensate in some way or feel like I have to restrict my backswing. I am really honestly just making completely normal golf swings, staying nice and warm, and I do not feel like I have to compensate in any way, which as of right now, I absolutely love. And let's go ahead, another putt. All right, walking up to the green, like I said, I got hit a pretty nice approach shot there. You can kind of see it. It's about 15 feet, which is a nice short iron approach shot. It's definitely inside my average. And like I said, it's nice to be able to, would I love to live somewhere where it's nice and warm all year round? Of course I would. Duh, obviously, that's a pretty stupid question. But unfortunately, I have to deal with seasons in golf, and this is the fringe season as far as I'm concerned. But I still want to go and play. I mean, it's, what is it? It's like, I think it's like 7 degrees right now, which I think is like, what, 45 Fahrenheit? I'm not very good at that stuff. You guys can figure out the math. But I am, like I said, I'm very warm, and it's not uncomfortable. I think there's nothing wrong with playing golf when it's cooler out, as long as you stay comfortable. And I think what this is going to demonstrate is the fact that if you have the right gear and you layer properly, maybe you bring some of those little hand warmers too, then you're going to be able to have some fun. So I got a putt. Also, remember to fix your pitch marks, please. It is softer right now. Again, fringe season. Have this be in the winter or in the spring when you're just trying to get out for the first time. just fix your pitch marks. It's not that difficult. Just takes a second. So I'm gonna fix that, hit a putt, and please hope for two. So I've got my putt, it's about 15 feet. And again, you're gonna be able to see when I address the ball, how everything is staying nice and tight, which allows me to just make my normal stroke. I keep emphasizing that, but I think it's really important because a lot of times you got a jacket that's too big in the front, or it doesn't fit properly, and the next thing you know, you're holding it out further, or you're trying to stand up straighter, and all I want to do is be able to get into my normal putting position and make a good stroke. Oh well, I'll take that. All right, so even par after 2 holes, I'm happy with that. No one really wants to see me make a bunch of golf swings, or at least you don't want to see me actually play 18 holes. Well, that's good because I'm only playing 9 anyways. But let's go through. I'm gonna, speed it up a bit. Then we'll get to the last hole, and we'll talk our way through this. Got a Greenside Chip, another good example. From that angle, it's easy to see. Even choking up a little bit, nothing is getting in my way. Well, that worked out all right. This would make for a nice birdie. I'm not going to cut that. So I'm doing okay right now, which is always exciting because I haven't played in a little bit. And I think right now the one thing I can point out is my favorite feature of this jacket is the fleece line collar. It is a little breezy, you can probably hear it. It is what it is. It's cold out, it's windy, it's fall. But my neck is warm. So I got a couple layers, as you can see. Golf shirt, the thermal. But this fleece, right along the back and being nice and high, keep me toasty. So par 3, let's make another swing. They're doing some work around here. So the flag is just over top of that mound there. This is a little longer. I got a 7-iron here. Mostly in the middle of the green. And another full swing. That was really good. So I hit a really good shot there. The funny thing is, loaded up in rain gear, I'm actually playing better than I normally play, which is a little different. And like I said, it was par 3, hit just near the front of the green and rolled up. You can kind of see it. It's a good shot. I think it's about 10 feet. It's not how I normally play. Usually it's a lot worse than this, especially on the par 3s. My ball striking is not the greatest. Drivers, I can generally hit fairways. Short game's not that bad, but ball striking generally suffers. But as you can see, short putt, see what happens. I'm a flag out guy. Kind of sums up my golf right there. This could be the last shot my phone ever records. The one drawback to fall golf, although it is usually very pretty before the leaves fall down, is the fact that they do fall down. So I'm trying to find my golf ball up in the fairway. which there it is right there. Can you see it? Oh, there it is. Okay, anyways. This was, it's a short, I mean, I don't have a long approach shot, but this is not a long par 4. In the summer, it's pretty close to drivable. Right now, it's not, it's wet, but hey, I hit a pretty decent drive. And it's, again, it's one of those things where I could easily play 18 in this stuff. I'm not getting all sweaty. That's the other thing too. It is breathable. I think that's one of the other drawbacks of some other rain gear is the fact that, yeah, it can be really like warm and waterproof, but you actually get too warm. And I'm not in this. That thermal that I'm wearing, that mid layer, is really comfortable. And I'm just wearing a short sleeve golf shirt, as you saw earlier. And I'm really nice and toasty. I said toasty a bunch, but it's because I am. It's comfortable. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of having proper, just like you should get your clubs fit and get proper equipment, you should make sure that if you do want to play in different weather conditions or you're traveling and you're going to play in fringe seasons, you got to have the right gear. If you're going to spend thousands of dollars on your golf equipment, why would you not spend a few $100 and make sure you have the right gear for the weather that you could potentially play in? Because nothing is going to ruin any round of golf than not being prepared for weather. And that's what I think this stuff really offers. You can be prepared, you can carry it in your golf bag, and you know, if it happens to rain, which I'm kind of expecting it to shortly, I'm hoping it doesn't, but if it does, I'll be able to stay nice and dry too. I'm feeling no restriction in the arm, which the inner sleeve liner does really well, especially on these short shots. This is pretty good so far today. So I'm coming down the last hole. It's a par 4 after just hitting my drive. I hit it pretty good. Took an aggressive line down the left side, so find out where it is in a minute. But I just want to say thanks to Callaway Golf for sending all their new storm gear, from their weather series. It's great, honestly. There's really nothing I can find, at least for me personally, in the fit that I have that I don't like about it. The inside sleeve is something that is really nice. I've just pointed out before in the previous shot there. It doesn't hinder short game, and I think that's where a lot of people struggle, or a lot of companies struggle with rain gear, is they focus so much on like the full swing that when you get into around the green and those kind of things, it's not quite as comfortable. And this stuff does a great job of making things really comfortable and easy to put on, easy to store. It's lightweight, folds up nice and small. I could carry it in my golf bag if I wanted to, but I'd be real cold, so I just started around with it and I'm going to keep it on. It's okay. The one thing too I want to mention before wrapping up is sizing. If you're curious, everything I'm wearing is a small, from the jacket to the golf shirt to the thermal. Everything I'm wearing is a size small. I'm about 5'10", 5'11" with golf shoes on, and about 175 pounds. So just from a sizing perspective, I know you might not be able to buy this stuff from a local retailer. Maybe you're trying it out online. They do have sizing charts, but if you are curious, that's what I wear. That's my size. Had a little bit too much turn on that punch out there, so I left myself greenside bunker. It's a little firmer this time of year, as you can imagine. But again, everything, pants perfect length, jacket's fitting well, nothing's in my way. So unfortunately, I can't blame anybody else except for my own golf game. Well, I will take that to try and save par. Finish off with a bogey. So again, I hope you found this useful. I really like doing it. I always like playing golf. I'm never going to complain. And thanks again to Callaway Golf. I hope you enjoyed watching. Cheers.